Hi, welcome to A Safe Place with Ellen. Today we're going to talk more about myths and facts about domestic violence. Domestic violence is really a pattern. It's like a rain or a force of terror. Once violence begins in a relationship, it can become worse and more frequent. Domestic violence is not just one physical attack. It can be tactics such as intimidation, threats, economic deprivation, psychological and sexual abuse. Let's think about it this way. Experts have studied that the methods and tactics that abusers use are like the methods and tactics that a terrorist would use to try to brainwash their hostages. We think of the tactics that our abuser uses, such as intimidation, isolation, economic deprivation, verbal abuse, mental abuse. Those are the exact same tactics that terrorists use. We're thinking of them as domestic violence. And I just kind of want to take a minute to think about that. When we're thinking about domestic violence and how that whole process begins and ends, at times it ends in victims, being held hostage, being physically abused, being killed. But that's not where it starts. We're going to discuss this further in upcoming videos. Be sure to follow us. We repeatedly analyze why a person doesn't leave, why a person doesn't get themselves out of this situation. Why are we not repeatedly asking why a batterer does what a batterer does? Not saying, why can't women leave? Or they could leave if they wanted to. They must like it. What we really need to be saying is, what is happening with the batterer to cause this to happen? It's not stress, it's not the loss of anger, it's not alcohol. What it is it's a choice. And we can't blame the victim because it's a choice for the batterer. They're choosing to be aggressive, to be verbally abusive, to be physically abusive. That is a choice. So I think as a community, as people in general, we have to be asking questions about the situation, not why don't they just leave? They can leave any time. That's not true, and we've already discussed some of the reasons why women can't leave, why they don't leave. But I have yet to hear why this batterer, why is he doing this? We don't question that as I think as a community, and when I say community, I mean our domestic violence community as people. We've talked about a lot of different types of domestic violence, and there are times we may be even exposed to these types of domestic violence and not really think that they are domestic violence. So I encourage you to go to our website, awayWV.org, and get more information on domestic violence. And if you would like to partner with us, that would be great. You get on there and just find the information, because there's so much information and there's such a need to help every victim and survivors of domestic violence. Thank you for joining me today here, A Safe Place with Ellen, and I will see you next week.